I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Time to put on some wheels. This obviously is not going to work. That will. I do. This is a pretty cool little set of wrenches. Got them from Lowe's. They're, of course, Cobalt brand. And I bought these a long time ago. I was working at Denver Corporation, and we had a particular thing to assemble on a door. It had a bolt with a nut that had to run down, and then you had to tighten up an Allen head to use an Allen wrench to hold the bolt, and then you used a socket wrench. I bought this set of sockets when I worked at Denver Corporation. I had a particular situation. On the assembly line, we had a bolt that went into the door that had a hex socket in the end of it so that you could use an Allen wrench to lock the bolt, and then you would use a open end or a box end wrench to tighten up the nut that held the bolt in position. And it was to adjust the tightness of the windows so that the windows cracked correctly. Well, it was kind of a pain in the neck because the guys had to do everything two-handed, and it was really hard to connect the wrench down in that hole and run the box end wrench on it. Well, I happened to be walking through Lowe's and I saw this set, and I said, that's perfect. This is hollow. And just like this little picture here, you can run a bolt right on through it. So I bought a set and took them into work. Had a company credit card. Bought a set, took them into work, gave it to the guys on the line, and they were ecstatic. It worked great. No more having to deal with that funky box end wrench and Allen wrench thing. They just put this on there and they could just ratchet back and forth instead of having to take the wrench off the bolt, turn it, and tighten it. So I bought like 10 sets of them from work, and then I bought myself a set with my own credit card. I didn't use the company credit card. I know some people do that kind of thing, but it's not a longevity deal. You know, that's something that's going to get you asked to leave. And since I was the project engineer on the job, I wanted it to be successful. So that's what we did. And I've had this set of wrenches now for 12 years. Worked great. Never had a problem with them. Now let's see, we got this painted. It ain't pretty, but it is coated. And it should work. I see I missed a spot there. Well, I'll move some of this stuff off the bench and touch up where the paint's missing. About out of battery here. Gotta hurry up. This idea I just came up with. It works pretty good as a way to mask something that you can put something over the top of it. You just take a baggie and you run the Ziploc up and it holds it in place so that it covers the parts you don't want painted. I like it. There, we're all done. She's on guard duty. There's kids playing over at the school and she wants to go play with them and I won't let her. Once again, it's restoring something that was pretty sad, but it looks good now and it works great. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It just looked really ugly. And these run anywhere from $100 on up. Depends on who makes it. This one, I believe, was made by a company that knows what they're doing. It's pretty sturdy. Got nice tires on it, good axles, and it coils up the hose just fine. So, this project's done. I just got to put the hose on it and then it'll be all finished and ready to go in the tractor shed and sit there and wait until it's needed. Okay. Some wire brushing, can of paint, some air in the tires. It works just fine. Needed new gaskets. And that's the 100 foot of hose that was on there, so I got room for all the hose that I own already. It'll be nice. I'll be able to haul it out, do what I need to do, and then wheel it back in without having to coil all that hose up and carry it around. I really hate that. And I got a coil of hose there in the lawnmower shed that I'm going to take off the nail that it's on and put it on the hose reel so that it doesn't get a pinch in it where the hose hangs over that nail. If you have any suggestions for new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union without the express written permission of the parents or the legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.